Day everyone, I am Jonalyn Periducto and she is Kristen Fe Tandaan. We are going to present to you the three types of learning and all about Bloom's Taxonomy 1956.
It is believed that there were more than one type of learning. Since we were in high school and elementary, teachers were using these three domains in educational activities. And these three types of domains are affective, cognitive, and psychomotor. Cognitive domain refers to the mental skills. Affective domain refers to the feelings or emotion, and psychomotor refers to the manual and physical skills. These three domains were translated into simpler terms commonly used by teachers today because those domains were too complex for practicing teachers. These domains are known as the KSA, or also known as the knowledge, skills, and attitudes. These three domains are organized into categories or levels and are arranged in hierarchical order from the simplest behavior to complex behavior. Knowledge is for the cognitive domain, skills is for the psychomotor domain, and attitudes for the affective domain. And the learning outcomes were stated as concrete and active verbs to ensure that it is measurable, demonstrable, and verifiable.
Benjamin Samuel Bloom was an American educational psychologist who made contributions to the classification of educational objectives and to the theory of mastery learning.
Bloom's taxonomy of 1956 has six categories or levels of behavior. The first one is knowledge. This refers to the remembering or retrieving previously learned materials. And the active verbs related to this function are know, identify, recall, repeat, recognize, require, and many more. For the students need to know first about this topic or lesson, then they will be able to identify what was the lesson or topic they are into, and then they will be able to relate things out from this topic or lesson. After it, they can now recall what was their topic or lesson was all about, and now they can put that in their mind and memorize it until they can acquire this knowledge from this certain topic or lesson. Next is comprehension. This refers to the ability to grasp or construct meaning from learning materials. Some examples of active verb related or associated with this function are restate, relate, discuss, and conclude. In comprehension level, the students are now able to translate, comprehend, or interpret the knowledge that they gain. Next is application. This refers to the ability to use learned materials or to implement material in new and concrete situations. And the verbs related with this topic or function are apply, relate, develop, translate, illustrate, practice, collect, exhibit, and dramatize. When the child is already having this knowledge and is able to comprehend it, then the child can now apply those learnings that they learn from those materials and then apply it.
Next is analysis. Analysis is the ability to break down or distinguish the parts of material into its components so that its organizational structure may be better understood. Verbs that are related to this function are analyze, compare, probe, inquire, examine, contrast, categorize, differentiate, investigate, detect, survey, classify, experiment, discover, inspect, and separate. Meaning, after acquiring and practicing those three levels, the child will now go to this level, analysis. In this level, child is able to examine and carefully study the parts of that certain topic in order to categorize and organize its structure. Next to analysis is synthesis. This refers to the ability to put parts together to form a coherent or unique new whole. Examples of verb related to this function are compose, produce, design, assemble, create, prepare, formulate, propose, develop, arrange, construct, organize. Meaning, in this level, a child can now combine different things to form a new idea out from those parts that they put together. It's like a child picking up and putting back that parts of the puzzle to form the image. The last level of Bloom's taxonomy's domain is evaluation. This refers to the ability to judge, check, and even critique the value of material for a given purpose. Verbs that are associated with this function are judge, assess, compare, evaluate, conclude, measure, argue, decide, choose, select, estimate, validate, and value. In this level, a child can now carefully think and determine the significance or the purpose of something. He can now critique or judge a thing they see and evaluate its given purposes, like how or why this thing happened or exists.
Bloom's taxonomy helps us future teacher and guides us on how we evaluate our future learners' learning capacities, and in assessing them on how the way they think and understand things from different perspectives.